Hello everyone, you're welcome back to Elveela Couture YouTube channel. If you're new here, please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Today is going to be on how to make this trendy bubu dress with no side seam. Keep watching. So guys, I fold my fabric into two now. Then I will fold it again in a bias form, just like a triangular shape. So for this tutorial, I use 2.5 yards of fabric because I'm making it for a large size person. If you're making for an extra large size, you use 3 inches. So now I'm taking my sleeve length. My sleeve length is at 22.5, so I'll rule it out in a straight line. So your sleeve length measurement is taken from the center of your neck to the desired length of your sleeve. Now I'm taking the length of the dress. I'm just using the entire length of what I've folded to be the full length of the dress. So on that hem, on the full length of the dress, I will be imputing 1/4 of the hip circumference plus 1 inch for ease. Next thing now is to cut it out as shown. So guys, this dress has no seam on the side. The seam is going to be on the center front and on the center back. You can also use 2 different colors of fabric to make this dress. Guys, if you are enjoying this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you have not yet subscribed, please do me the honor of clicking on the subscribe button and also click on the bell-like notification button so you get notified each time I put up a new video. Don't forget to follow us on our Facebook page, Elveela Sewing Hub, and also on our Instagram page, Elveela Fashion School. Now I will go ahead and open up that folded end as shown. So I'm marking out my wrong side of fabric. Now I'll open the both front and the back panels. I'll open them up now as shown, right sides together. This is just to enable me mark out my front and the back neckline. So you can use either that part for your center front or your center back. So I'm using that side now to be my center front. So I'll just go ahead now and mark out the neck width. So I'm using 4 inches for the neck width. Then the neck depth, I marked 7 inches downward. So you can also use a round neckline So I'll cut this out now. So when you're working on this project, so just work closely with your affix pins just to keep your fabric down in place. So on this end is going to be my center back. So I'll be marking 4 inches for the neck width. Then for the depth, I marked 3 inches, 2.5 inches rather, for the neck depth. So I'll cut this out now as shown. So I'll just pin them down to keep them in place. So you'll be sewing on that end on 1/2 inch to the down part of the dress, and also on that end you will also sew on 1/2 inch, starting from the neckline depth to the end of the dress. You can use a bias trim to knitting up that neckline. So for the down part of the dress, I will fold into 2 now as shown. This is just to enable me notch properly, so I get the center of my front and the back panels. So now I'll be marking up 14 inches as shown. I will connect now to the notch I gave earlier. So you don't need to cut it so wide. So you just narrow it down from that mark to the notch. Next thing now is to cut it out. Guys, if you're enjoying this video, please give it a thumbs up. Now I'm pinning up that open end. I'll pin it down to the hem of the dress. I'll do same on that other end as well. After pinning, you're just going to be sewing it on 1/2 inch, starting from the neckline depth to the hem of the dress. So I open it up now. So now I'll be marking half of my armhole measurement. From that end, you mark inward half of the armhole measurement, because that is where your hand will pass through. You can add 1 inch for ease to the measurement. So I'll just notch it there. So you're just going to be sewing now from that neckline depth up until you get to the armhole that we notched. So you leave that side open. So on this side I will do same thing. So from that folded end, mark inward half of the armhole measurement, then you notch it. Now you're going to sew starting from the neckline. You sew on half of an inch, then your sewing is going to stop on that notch. So this is what it looks like. This is what you should have when you're done with cutting and sewing. So now on that center point, you sew it up to the hem of the dress by half of an inch. On the back also you do same thing. So this is a no side seam kimono bubu dress. Thank you so very much guys for staying with me to the end of this video. Don't forget, you can give this a try and post it on our Facebook page, Elveela Sewing Hub. Until I come your way again next week, bye.